Okay, today we are going to finish putting this front end together. We've already started. We put the box back on, which we've and clean the box. We got the, and then we got the center link in, which is, we'll go ahead and get this out of your way. All right, center link is connected to the arm for the steering box. It goes across underneath here to the main bracket and the idler arm right there. And they come with everything. Comes with zerks. Everything comes with you have cotter pins to keep everything connected. So this is where we're starting. And now we are going to start assembling the tie rods. And this is basically the package you get. And we kept the old ones so we could get a baseline measurement of the old ones to go back onto this. So let's get one of these pulled up. Actually, we'll get them on the table. But again, like everything else, keeping the original so you can take measurements. The same that we did with the same that we did with the spacer bushings for the upper A arms. We're doing the same thing with the tie rods.
You buy the tie rods, they'll have
inner and outer tie rods.
Yeah, you'll have inner and outer.
So you say it again. Okay, so the inners are the long ones, the outers are the shorts.
Right.
Okay, so, and it comes with the hardware, the sleeves, locking sleeves, and everything that's involved. No, okay. I don't want to slash your finger.
You're good. When most roads are actually kind of concave.
Yeah, roads are concave, yes.
So your passenger side is actually towed in a little bit. Your driver's side straight. The shorter one is always going to be passenger side.
You guys get that because the road is actually crowned. It's not, you can't really see it. You can kind of see it if you're really close, but the road is crowned. So to drive flat, you got to kind of tip it a little bit.
When you do this.
So this is going to be for the driver's side.
Right. So, no, this is the passenger side.
Okay, so we'll do passenger side first.
So, mark there. This is a super scientific way to do this.
Just making just reference marks to make them up.
There you go.
Boom. And now we're just going to build the new one using the marks.
Yeah, using the lines.
Okay.
So, a lot of times I use like a really bright color. Good. Awesome, I'm marking. And your sleeves don't have, they shouldn't have a specific way they go in. Sometimes they do, sometimes they like to go in one way. So if they won't screw on, don't force it.
This is definitely not one of those you do a steroid jerk.
No, no crazy.
See what he's doing, guys? He's signing up the outside edge with the tie rod and to the inside edge of the sleeve.
So now, I don't know if you can tell or not, a lot of guys will count what's called hills and valleys, which are the grooves
And the peaks.
and the peaks. Can't do that on newer technology because obviously they're built different. They're designed different, so you can't use the hills and valleys trick.
You might get a ballpark, but you're still going to have the measurement of the original.
Yes. Alright. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Move.
So they threaded backwards from each other so they'll tighten and loosen?
Yeah.
The other one should go backwards. Let me see your threads. Let me see your threads. Let me see your threads. It's backwards. Backwards. Yep. When you have a sleeve like that, it's going to be threaded the same on both sides. So it's going to be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey on one side, and lefty-tighty, righty-loosey on the other side. So it's backwards from itself. So a little bit of a mind game for your tie rod ends.
It's just making sure the sleeve doesn't move and the tie rod doesn't. Another tie rod doesn't move.
Okay.
Getting close. Getting close. All right.
And you see how, okay, now you see how he's got this one oriented and that one oriented the same? All right.
Well, my thing is because these are slotted, not all the way through. It's just one slot on each side, like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Just going to crush it down.
Okay. Well, what I'm talking about is interference fixed with the movement, the steering. If this part is going to contact something, if it's not put in there exactly the same way as the original. See what I'm saying?
It should.
Well, we'll know when we get on there. All right, so that one is close enough for us to put on, right? Okay, so.
It ain't going nowhere.
Okay, one and done. And then get rid of this one so we know we're not remaking the wrong one. Okay, so we are down to this point. We have got the first tie rod ready. And it basically slips in from underneath and it goes, I'll give you a shot here. Like this.
Yep. So when you put it in, it's like this. So that's why I said this one has to rotate.
Okay.
So it's
right. So we bring it in here to the center link.
Like this. And this one goes in the spindle. Like this. Yeah.
They're right here. They're right here. Yeah.
That. Tie rod.
Underneath. And this one side is still a little loose, just so in case we need to tweak it a little bit. But this side is tied down. We left it up like this so it'd be easy access. Now, if you had fenders and hood, everything on it, it'd be a little different. But then we just got to do the same thing on this side at that hole to that spindle, and he's about to finish that one out. But that's 90% of it. So that's your center link, your idler arm, your tie rod, which your short piece is going to be to the spindle. The longer one is going to be to the center link on both sides. And then it's just, then there is one zert fitting. There's zert fitting here. There isn't a zert fitting for that one, but there is a zert fitting right here for this one. And it's the same on both. And, castle nuts and Carter pins on everything. So that is how you put on a center link, idler arms, and tie rods. And just go nice and slow. And remember, the biggie thing with all of this is your old tie rods. Keep your old tie rods so you can get your measurements and you get your how it's sitting, because you can see he's got it oriented same. All right, if you're here and you're watching, check out unclebuckstuff.com for some merch. Like, share, subscribe, smash that button, hit that bell, tell your friends. Y'all be good. Okay, so it comes with a little, for the backside, it comes with a little clip that goes inside the piston that basically holds that in place, and it's just a press fit, just like that. Boom. And then the other one Goes in like this, and it doesn't. It just kind of rides. It's got a hole that goes through that holds it in place on the ends. The holes where the piston goes through. It's got a little piece here. See right here and right there where it just kind of rides, and then we just get her in place over the caliper, and it'll kind of hold itself. And then we take our pins, we bring them in from the backside, and I guess this one is asking for the shims to be correct. And you can put both in at the same time. One up here, and there's holes in the for them to go through. You really can't put them on wrong. These are the ones that, after they've been sitting for 20 years, have rusted in place. You got to take a crowbar to. And then, once you got the pin all the way through and it's into the threads, you just take your ratchet and you tighten her down. And it will thread itself in place. And normally I would already be using anti-seize on these, but it came with it on it. It's got a little bit. It's already there, so you just kind of work it in, and you work the bottom one, and you want to know right from left, whichever one. The bleeder is always going to be the top. Bleeder will never be on the bottom. So the bleeder, which is right here, next to it, so you can bleed the brakes once you get everything put back together, will always be on the top. And since these are new and they're dry, they're completely decompressed, so that you have plenty of space. And you can always just make sure that when you're tightening them down, make sure that your rotor still spins. That way you got no interference. Give it a tap on one. Come back down to the bottom. Make sure you're in the good. Give it a tap. And you are done. You have now just put your brake caliper, your new brake caliper on. Goes from that hole in the frame, that hole in the frame, down here to this fitting here on the back of the caliper. Yeah, they're right there.
It's so beautiful. Okay.
I gotta admit, there's nearly nothing nicer than a fully redone front end. Now, we still gotta put cotter pins and grease everything and do the final tighten, bounce it up and down a couple times, let everything settle. But she's on the ground, and everything in this front suspension is new, including the shocks. So now we get everything in. If I need to, I can pull this motor. But how much? What we do? We did, after we got everything done. What did it take us? 3 hours.
Reassemble?
3 hours.
Reassemble everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4 hours.
Now we still got to tighten down the end caps on the uppers and lowers, and like I said, grease everything, put cotter pins and everything. But mechanically wise, all the parts to clear off, all the counters, clear off the table with all the boxes, and the 2 trash bags full and a couple boxes full of parts, and a couple $100. Well, it's like $300, but everything on this thing is new. So
And the control arm bumpers.
none of the control arm bumpers, all the rubbers, everything, including we got new bushings. We got the control, the sway bar is over here, but you guys don't care about the sway bar. So if you're still here, like, share, subscribe, smash that button, hit that bell, tell your friends.
Looks good.
It looks good.
It looks good.
It was a lot of work. Now the cleaning was the most time consuming. It took us a week and a half of cleaning, just to get all this straightened out. Some welding and some fixing. Okay. Bending the frame straight. Yeah. But it's all worth it.
Though. It was so worth it.
So have a great day, because great day today could be a what?
Great day tomorrow.
A what?
Better day tomorrow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Y'all be good.